Hi, welcome to the second episode of For Your Mental Health. My name is Kyle Gridley, and here we have the Silversmith, metal worker, veteran, depressed, on the edge of death, Sam Kutz. Everybody, Sam. How you doing today, Sam?
Actually, apparently I'm feeling pretty bad.
Yeah, apparently, honestly. Well, how old are you today, Sam? You getting any older?
I'm older something. Let's put it that
Older
way.
something.
I'm older something.
Yeah, 65.
No, not quite.
Not quite, but quite.
A few years. If you had a 4-year-old child, and you subtracted that from, no.
Yeah, if you take the 4-year-old child and you cut him in half,
yeah,
that's how
multiplied by 10.
Hey,
15.
Hey, Sam. Clearly, you're not interested in math, right?
Not
you've
at
been
all.
You've been an artist for 50 years, right?
Ninth grade is where my mathematical, questioning ended with algebra.
Yeah, I repeated algebra.
Really?
Twice.
Really?
Yeah.
You sure you were in the algebra class? Might have been English. You never know.
Yeah, it might have been special ed. Might have been.
This is an X. This is a Y. Oh, okay.
Yeah, X, Y, something about chromosomes. Maybe I was in biology. I don't know. No, I failed math in ninth grade, and then I never took past algebra 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, why would I?
No, algebra. Algebra's the reason I never completed high school, actually. I just ran.
Wait, you never completed high school,
No,
Sam?
I did not, no.
Wow, did you get your JED?
I did when I enrolled in the military.
Enrolled like it's a college.
Yeah. Well, I got my GED from that.
Right on.
And in my own defense, I have to say that after thorough testing, they did ask me if I wanted to go to Annapolis.
Wait, Annapolis?
Annapolis, yeah. They wanted to send me to
Where's
Naval
Annapolis?
College.
Naval
Here
College?
I was, a juvenile delinquent from Thousand Oaks, running wild in the streets. And suddenly they were offering me a 6-year obligation to go to Annapolis and become an officer in the military.
Wow. Yeah. Well, so you're saying that your failure in high school was actually your fault?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah, right on.
I just stopped going. I had other things to do.
Yeah, well, did you think school affected
I was working at the time. I was making $7 an hour.
$7 an hour,
not
and
shabby. You could afford like a 4-bedroom house.
Yeah, counting inflation, you probably make more than I make, right? Back then,
then 74 or so. Yeah, $7 an hour. That was.
You were making $28.
Probably something like that, huh? It was good.
No,
money.
I have no. We just talked about how I suck at math, and we both.
Well, it sounded legit.
Yeah. It's not. Well, I have confidence. That's.
You gotta say.
Do you think like school negatively affected your mental health?
At the time, just wasn't into it at all. Like I say, it held no interest for me. After I got out of the military, I enrolled in
Community college.
Community college.
And, love community. I have my associate's degree.
Yeah. I didn't get that far. Again, a quitter. A year and a half. That's all I could take. I was dreaming of the bright lights of Hollywood, actually, at that time.
Well, they have community colleges in Hollywood. Why couldn't you go there? Hollywood Community College. Shout out.
But so school was the thing. For me, all the information's out there. School was a good place to be as far as I did, major in art, so I learned some techniques and things like that.
You could have been a major in the Naval Academy, but
I know,
instead,
it was either a drunken sot, in an art studio in Venice. Or, it could have been, John McCain. I don't know.
Well, isn't that where John McCain's getting his cancer treatment? In that art studio in Venice? Isn't that where?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, school's whatever. Okay, Sam, I have we talk about, mental health and how we're feeling. Mm-hmm. Today, I'm feeling kind of whatever. I'll be honest, lately people have been putting me off, I thought I was friends with them. I thought we were supposed to hang out. I thought we were supposed to, they're young people.
Which reminds me, I got to get out of here.
Right,
I really got to go.
Got to cut this short. Yeah, you're right. We'll get you out of here soon, Sam. I have a gun. Remember that. He is a Marine. Maybe he could he could fucking break my arm or something.
Trained to kill.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. With these young people, I'm 23. This girl, 22, but we're friends. It's obviously there's more to this story that I'm letting on. there's a story with a girl. There's always more going on than.
Sure.
But she basically she, I texted her, multiple times. I messaged her on my phone,
I've heard about texting. What is that all about?
Well, it's SMS. SMS messaging.
I'm still swinging with this, It's cordless.
It's cordless. That's the future. Cordless. Well, basically she like made a destination for us to hang out. All 3 times I messaged her, she's like, "Yeah, let's hang out," and then eventually just dropped off. You know what I mean? Just throughout the day.
What they call ghosting?
Is that what they call it?
They call it
yeah,
ghosting?
she goes. Well, she set me up.
Disappear.
She's. Yeah, she set me up though. Right. She set me up. She gave me a little something, and then just took it away by not responding. That affects my mental health. You know what I mean? That makes me feel like I'm an unlovable pile of shit.
Definitely, yeah.
Even though they were friends, if you can't love a friend, who could you love?
Do you know where she lives?
Huh?
Do you know where she lives?
You want to get her? Want to find her?
Yeah.
Want to TP her house?
I have gas money. Yeah.
Oh, wait. Do you have gas? We can light it on fire. No, it's not like that. She's a wonderful, friendly person. Maybe. I like music from 1974 when you were failing college,
right,
or high school, whatever. I just want to make you older. As far as this podcast gets older, you're just getting older and older. But so then maybe we don't get along. We have different interests, but we're friends. I thought we got along well. Why would she put me on through the future of technology and then not come through with it, Sam?
She could have met with a horrible accident.
She's not. I see
she
her
might be dead.
You could hope. But no, I see her posted on Instagram, Sam. I see her posted on Instagram. She can't be dead. Back in 1974, you could hope that someone would be dead.
Yeah.
But now you know that they're still kicking.
Right, yeah.
Why do you think? Why do you think me? Why do you think she didn't want to hang out with me? Me.
I don't know, man. I mean, what does she do?
What does she do? She's a salesperson.
Salesperson.
She's in
right
sales.
There. Yeah, right there. There's a red flag.
Red flag?
She's in sales.
Is sales a red flag? Is that?
I really love you, Kyle. I think you're great. Really, you're just wonderful. But
if you don't buy this right now.
Yeah. No, I get that.
Yeah, what about salespeople? It's a red flag. What about them? What do you think? I mean, you're in the sales business, right? With your art studio.
I'm the worst salesman ever.
I can tell.
I'm the worst salesman ever. Judging by the amount of artwork that I have.
Still which we're gonna get into. We do. We're gonna show Sam's artwork today. But keep talking, man.
Yeah. So but I think I get that from my dad because he was essentially an artist, a bohemian as my mother would call him.
Bohemian?
Yeah, but he did sell real estate for about 15 years. He was very good at it, made good money, but he wore a suit and tie every day and hated every minute of it.
Really?
Just because he had to bullshit people.
You think? Oh, so she's bullshitting me? You think it's just in her nature?
Kind of. If she's a salesperson, what does she sell? What does she sell?
Huh?
What does she?
It's a different product every year.
Oh. She's not even loyal to a brand. I mean, just, whatever, I'll sell it. I don't care. Real estate, dildos, doesn't matter to me.
Well, yeah, those are. You get fucked by both. All right, you get fucked by both of them. I don't know. I just, when people they put me on like that, I don't know what to think about myself anymore, and I don't know how to release that energy. Where does an energy like that go? You know what I mean? I feel bad about myself but I know that it's fictitious. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever they
it's not
think.
Based in any reality.
Yeah, but where does that energy? What am I supposed to do with the energy, Sam? Where is it supposed to go?
Masturbation.
Yeah, you're right. I'm supposed to just jerk it off.
Right? Just forget about it. Yeah. Okay, I'm good now.
Yeah, no matter what happens to you, girl or not, just gotta jerk it off. All right, Sam.
Do we need to dust here?
Honestly, Sam. He varnishes this desk. He varnishes it, and I like tactile feeling. I like tactile feeling a lot, so I just like spinning it.
I know what you're gonna do. Give me one.
Yeah, well, Sam will be right back. He's grabbing me something. Maybe maybe something I can masturbate with. Hopefully. Hey, Sam, can I jerk off with it?
No, but you can carve your initials in this if you're so inclined.
This is a knife.
Yeah.
I've carved my initials in this before.
Many people have carved their initials in here and their little sayings and things. I try to refrain from people writing sayings. It takes up a lot of space.
Yeah.
Like Hector right here, he just went for it. Look at this guy.
Hector's your friend, right?
Yeah, he does all my frames.
He does your frames.
Yeah,
He's your frame guy.
He's my frame guy.
Oh, right on.
He's my go-to frame guy. Kind of a square, but
but yeah, well,
put your hand out. Come on.
I already wrote my initials right here, Sam. You see it? We'll take a picture of that.
That's right. Yeah.
I wrote my initials right here.
Okay, cool.
All right, so again, about what the show's about is showing off the great things Sam has done over his long life. Just he's done many great things.
I'm almost 3 times older than you. Do you realize that?
Huh? 3 times older?
Almost. You're 23. I'm 60 something.
Yeah, 60 something. Hey, if you were 69, that'd be hilarious. That's 3 times older than me.
Not quite, but yeah. I've been around a little while. Sure. Yeah.
Well, and you've made things to, find your outlet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Girls have not, messaged you back tons of times.
No.
Tons of times. What's the worst one that you put yourself out there and you didn't get anything back?
Well,
even if it's a friend.
Here's the first thing. I never put myself out there.
Yeah. Why would you?
I'd rather just kind of sit back and see what develops.
Yeah, see what happens.
I want to make us doubly sure that they're interested first. Before I make any sort of overtures.
So you're a coward.
Basically. That's why I didn't go to Naval Academy.
I couldn't do it, honestly. If you bomb out of Naval Academy, it's probably a good thing, because they do bombs.
That'd be the worst. I always thought that would be the worst, Some guy gets sent to Annapolis, he gets flushed, the first 6 months. Then they have to go back to being an enlisted man, being a private,
right.
In the Marine Corps, and you're going to be telling your buddies, yeah, it was in Annapolis, Virginia's a beautiful state.
Turns out I'm an idiot, though. All right, Sam, let's get this first piece of art out. What
do you want to talk about?
Well, let's take this piece of art. All right, what is this guy? What is this beautiful artwork as you see it in the light, as it glares?
Number one, this is a print of a larger painting that I did a couple years ago, and I just wanted to do a really large painting, so I asked Hector, my framer, to make me a really big canvas.
And this is not that.
This is not that. This is a smaller version, but it was 7 foot by 4. 7 by 4.
Hey, 7 by 4 in 74.
Yeah, it all ties together. But so I just I worked on this thing, and it's actually started because I wanted to do an illustration of some sort of a space vehicle. I'm really into UFOs and space.
The future.
The future, yeah.
That place you're not going to make it to. You'll never see anything like this, Sam.
No, nothing even close.
You'll never see anything like this.
No,
never.
No. I mean,
go to Six Flags. Maybe you'll see this little railway.
But, and it started, I wanted to paint a space-type vehicle on here, and it actually started out, the original painting took up maybe half of the thing, and it was way too large. I wasn't crazy about it. So I made it smaller, and then just started adding all these other elements here.
Is this from Seattle?
It kind of looks like that, huh? Yeah. And
is this what Seattle's going to look like after global warming, when the oceans just crash over it?
Yeah, one little place of warmth.
Just on top of the Space Needle.
Yeah. But actually, see, there's an elevator right there. So I'm thinking this is either like a hotel, restaurant, sort of like LAX, or something, that space age place, Yeah. But or an energy source. You've got this sort of sculptural kind of flame light going up into a glass type twisty sculpture.
It looks like a dildo, kind of.
Let's see. Here's a dickhead right here. Look.
This is the penis, and this is the penis.
It's all very, But
this is cum.
Is it going to be that kind of a podcast?
I'm joking.
So anyway, the name of the piece is called "This Perfect Day." And it's taken from the title of a book written by Ira Levin, who wrote Rosemary's Baby, which was made into a movie in 1968, I believe.
If you've heard about
with
it.
Mia Farrow, ex-wife of Frank Sinatra. She was about 13. He was 75.
Yeah.
But
a real good, healthy relationship. Yeah. Healthy.
Yeah. So anyway, Ira Levin. Title of the book, This Perfect Day, And so this, in developing this painting, it sort of became, I wanted to show something of the way I wanted the world to look maybe in the future. A lot of water, a lot of green. That's what I really
We're
hoping and praying that we still have water and greenery in the future. And then you have the futuristic vehicles here. You have like this floating motorcycle type vehicle here. It's sort of a anti-gravity track here, I'm thinking. Yeah. You've got like an Iron Man sort of a character. He's emerging from his little space.
Honestly, this is Iron Man 3. If you've seen it, this is all gonna crash down because of some Chinese guy. And that's the plot of Iron Man 3.
Is that it?
I think it was a really terrible movie. So you have the larger one in front of your shop, right?
Right.
The big large print.
Yeah, and so
so if you want to see the big large print, come down.
Here we've got the X1, which was the first jet to break the sound barrier back in 1947 by Chuck Yeager.
Is that why they call them Jaeger bombs?
Yeah, Yeager. Thank God he didn't blow up. But no, he was made famous in the movie The Right Stuff. If any of you saw that, great film. Got the Wright brothers airplane there.
Cool, North Carolina represent.
Yeah, actually, Kitty Hawk.
Yeah, Kitty Hawk.
Yeah. And you got a little. I know you can't see this, but a tiny little.
We'll zoom in on it.
Little man in a flying suit, little squirrel suit there. He's zooming into his pad down here. There's all sorts of little
details.
Little abodes, Here's a real futuristic home right here.
I think you see that shit on PCH.
Yeah, exactly. Down by Laguna.
$23 million in Laguna. Hey, Sam, let's not talk about your clients. Never mind.
But, we've got a guy on a Harley down here. He's on this highway that's coming
I like how in your future there's still guys riding Harleys.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
That's the future we need. Water, green, dudes on Harleys.
Well, that's the thing. I always think that even in the future, we're still going to have the same stuff we have now. It's just going to be in sort of upgraded, versions. You know what I mean? Homeless guy might have like a stainless steel box. You know what I mean? Cool stuff like that.
His cart's automatic and pushes itself.
Yeah, he can operate it by his phone. But we're still going to have,
his blanket's solar powered.
Homes and jets and planes and, things like that. We're still going to have motorcycles and skateboards and all these things. They're just going to be designed a little differently. And we'll have, plus also, new things that we haven't even thought of. But that's sort of the idea here, with that. But, you have, of course... This is kind of the main feature, sort of the I don't know, what would you call it?
The centerpiece?
The
message,
the
theme.
The theme, I guess.
The theme.
But see, even so, this perfect world, seemingly perfect world and water and just beauty and all this stuff, you still have weaponry. Like I say, things are still going to be there. We're never going to get rid of bombs and death and destruction and war and all those things. They're always going to happen, just being idiot humans, So there's still these defenses. And this one is obviously pretty contemporary for this time. It looks like the Dalek. Somebody suggested, why don't you put a Dalek in there? And I'm like, what's a Dalek?
Hey, what is a Dalek?
You don't know what a Dalek is?
I don't know shit. I'm 23.
It's from the show Doctor Who.
Wait, Doctor Who?
Doctor Who.
Wait, who? Doctor Who?
Doctor Who.
Wait, who? Doctor Who?
Doctor what? I don't know. Third base. But anyway, so there's one there, and he's got the the cannon right there. There's one back here that's actually made of wood. Oh. So that's like an older version. It's been there in its small.
Doctor Hood. Hood.
And I think there's one.
Yeah, there's one right here, baby.
Yeah, and that's a little
camouflage.
Little tiny. It's made out of stone.
Camouflage.
It's made out of stone, like an igloo. A little, construction there.
Yeah, honestly, this does look like a picture after global warming. This is for sure.
I don't know.
It turned out
but,
well.
But yeah, a lot of water. I love painting water. There's just, it's just the possibilities. And so you have.
Well, you like painting water? Well, all I know is that this painting got me wet. So.
Well, that was the idea.
Well, you're an old dirty man, Sam. If I can't,
Yes, it's all sexual innuendo. this representing the breast.
Yeah, right on. Well, I really appreciate this, and it's very beautiful painting.
Thank you very much.
I really like it.
Yeah, this is kind of like I consider this like my last really good painting. I spent I gave myself 6 months. It ended up turning out about a year and a half.
Wow.
To do this, yeah. So.
And well, that's a lot of more time.
You are good at math.
It's a year off, Sam. That's a year.
Yeah. So yeah, but I'm happy with the results.
All right, and this is a perfect day, and it's not being sold, right?
No, I do have prints available.
Yeah, prints available.
Yeah.
Prints available.
The original is, I'm sure, just out of everybody's reach that would ever watch this. So.
Yeah, $3,000. Everything has a price, Sam.
Yeah.
All right, this is beautiful. I really liked
Thank
it.
you.
Yeah, I really liked it. All right. Sam, it's not lit. Sam, it's like half lit. Oh, there we go. Puff it. Puff it. Puff it. Woo woo. All right, that was a beautiful painting, Sam. All right, so the next item we're gonna look at is, paintings don't happen in one day, right?
Actually, some do.
Some do.
Some do.
Well,
yeah.
Thanks for taking away my point.
No, I used to spend like way too much time on a painting. I was just
like a year and a half.
But a little OCD with detail on a thing, and I told myself, I've got to develop some sort of technique or a method or style that I can do in maybe 3 sessions, or and have something that I'm happy with. So yeah, I have done paintings within a day. They're not very good, but anyway, it was an interesting exercise.
Well, what we have right here is, paintings take steps, right? Your mental health, you're not going to get happy in one day, right? It's a continual process. And there are steps, and there are modes, and there are methods.
Yeah.
And right here we have some stuff of, some maybe conceptual steps of paintings, right? Let's just go through it. Let's just go, pick whatever you want, Sam. Some photos.
Okay, let's see. This one. This is, let's see, I've got some progress photos on this one painting that I did a few years ago, probably 10 years ago.
About 10?
About 10 years ago, yeah. And I wanted to paint a guy on a chopper, and so
on a motorcycle chopper.
Motorcycle chopper, yeah. So this was sort of the first sketch right here, just very loose, just trying to.
It looks like clay.
Yeah, just trying to conceptualize something there. I had no idea where I was going. Just something with tires and a person and a frame. I don't know, and. So then you go a little further down the line.
All down the line. It's somewhere in here. You sure it's not this guy? This guy?
That might be it. This might be.
I think it's this guy, right?
Let's see. Which one came first? This one? Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, this one. Yeah. So here you go. And here you see it's, getting it fleshed out a little bit.
More detail.
Kind of monster face guy on there.
Yeah, monster face.
And doing some sort of unusual things with the frame and the design of the motorcycle. I wanted to make something really.
What does it take to go from this maglamation to this next one? What do you think?
It takes about a 12-pack.
About a 12-pack. Some beers.
And here's the next stage. It's sort of coming a little bit more. Kind of deciding where the chrome is going to be.
You gotta find out where the chrome is.
Where the chrome.
Chrome's real important, right? I've seen a lot of these motorcycles. I have my 1982 El Camino. I've always dreamed of having chrome on it, just all just chromed out. What do you like about chrome?
Chrome windows are cool. But and here we go, and we see it's developing here. And for you motorcycle aficionados, motorheads out there, I'm painting a knucklehead engine, which just drove me crazy. Yeah. My God, I got so mad at this painting, and it was this right side case actually that drove me nuts. I remember yelling. I was yelling at this painting.
Yelling at it
for literally 45 minutes.
Wait, 45 minutes?
45 minutes, just cursing myself, cursing the painting, cursing the world.
Well, you really are. You really are mentally ill.
Well, you get pretty involved. I mean, you're trying to make something, you're trying to do something that looks good, and that works for you and all that. And so, yeah, you're going to be going through some emotions, I make this stuff up as I go along. I think you may be able to relate with that.
Yeah. But, what am I doing?
Yeah, I don't sit there and make preliminary drawings, and all those things, and studies and whatever. But I've got a lot of reference photos and things like that, and plus just my own imagination. So
very powerful, right?
Yeah. So this starts coming out.
I mean, after 8 beers, your imagination, who knows?
God, yeah. Fire. But we take it from
all those steps.
This is the final version here.
So the final version right here?
Final version. So here you can see the difference between the beginning and the finished product, which I was very pleased with. I love the front wheel, the spinning front wheel there. I got that motion, chrome looking good.
The chrome looking hot, looking shiny.
But a lot of reflective stuff. I was thinking of like a street in Tijuana, all pitted and cracked and potholes.
Just a dead stray dog in there.
Yeah, a chicken running across the road.
It's like
small child with gum. Chicle,
por favor. Hey, when I was in Tijuana, I would bring my El Camino back and over again, and all the kids, they would just hop in the back and they would they wouldn't leave me alone. They just would be on the back and they'd bang on the top and
take me to America,
please, por favor. Yeah, this is really impressive. Okay, what do you think? Kyle looks like Ghost Rider. A little Nicolas Cage going on.
Yeah.
What do you think this what did it do for you? What do you think, at the end of this process, did you realize anything? Did something hit you? Did you realize that you'll never afford a bike like this?
No, what happens after you finish something like that? I don't know, you're at the end of a long journey, and you did it and you're happy with it. And that's my whole sort of philosophy about a painting, is that you keep working on it until it stops bugging you. Really, because you'll work on a painting and I mean, I've not gone to bed just because it might even be in a rough state like this, but I have to get it to at least one that I'm satisfied with at that stage. Before I can knock off and go to bed. But yeah, I've stayed up till 3 a.m. trying to get something till okay, now I can rest. It's kind of weird like that. It works on your head.
I understand that. I don't think I can. I'm not up at 3 a.m. just inhaling paint chemicals. I mean, that's not me. Well, this guy. What is this photo? This guy. He's at the end of he's just starting his journey, right? He's just starting it, right? He's about to start riding, or is he mid-ride?
I think he just rode into town. He's just tearing up the street, just spinning that rear tire and
spinning it,
creating havoc, So.
Right on, man.
And they say, somebody once told me, they go, every painting is really you're painting yourself, and autobiographical sort of illustration of yourself.
It's a little heavy.
I look at this and I go, is that really me? I don't know. I don't think so, really, particularly. But I'd like to be that guy for at least one night.
He has better hair than you.
Thank you. That's why I got the hat.
Why you got the hat? Beautiful hat. All right, so there's lots of photos here. What do you want to go through next? Lots of little photos, lots of cool stuff. You have the stages of the shop at certain points, right?
Oh yeah, I've got hundreds of photos. I've changed this place so many times, and
Well, what's this one right here?
That's it's a front room at one stage. I had a little display case going there, some vintage bikes in there, things, old radios, stuff that I've restored. Yeah, that was actually a pretty clean look. I look back at someone and go, why didn't I leave it like that? It looked good. I didn't.
Yeah, well, you can't leave well enough alone, what about these guys? These guys right here. They look like the Ultimate Warrior or something. What is
these are actually small little I don't know, coin purses, I guess I saw at 7-Eleven that I could buy for 99 cents.
Oh, these are purses?
Yeah, they're just little snap closure, and they're probably, I don't know, what's that, like 4 by
4 in and out,
4
shout
by
out?
3, I don't know, a girl would probably be better.
Yeah, hey, from what I've known, girls are not good at figuring out what 4 inches is.
Is that a myth, really?
They don't know what 4 inches is, I'll tell you that right now. It's not. It's 5.5. I've told you
They have a separate mathematics for girls. Right? But
well,
yeah,
it's not like we're experts, right?
So yeah, but these. So I ended up, I was really into the pinstriping and all that. So I started doing those, and I probably produced, I don't know, maybe 50 of these little guys, and each one with a little different sort of
Ultimate Warrior
look,
costume.
You know.
Just he's gonna take the rocket ship and just crash down into those purses, right? I barely know the reference. I barely know it. Hulk Hogan, and we're gonna take the rocket ship and we're gonna make a purse.
Here's something I made.
Oh, what is this?
A man came in and said he wanted 4 sterling chopsticks. And
4 sterling chopsticks?
Yeah. And of course they ask, do you have any in stock? No, not in stock. But yeah, so I made the gentleman 4 sterling chopsticks.
What did he do with the chopsticks? You think he ate with them, or he did something far more nefarious?
They weighed a lot. That's
really
yeah. Because the chopstick length, and I used a real chopstick as a model. But in sterling silver, yeah, they're about 1.5 pounds. No, not that much, but they're pretty heavy, and I couldn't imagine really eating. They might have been more ceremonial. I don't know.
Ceremonial chopsticks for the big chopstick holiday they have over in
sort of Asian funeral. They might. You never know.
Asian funeral. This, we gotta pick up this orange chicken in reverence. So
they make everything into a ceremony.
Yeah.
This is actually the end of the chopsticks.
That was racist, by the way. They make everything into a ceremony. And they're all so respectful.
Then with their cameras and their photo equipment.
All right, there we go. Got it.
So
taking photos of our country. They belong in a camp. You were born in 1942, right?
Very close to, yeah.
Well, all the Japanese were going right into internment camps right when you were born. Some say it was your fault. What's this one, Sam? What's this?
Well, this is just my little logo, my little Tinky the Bullcat logo on the ends of the chopsticks.
Oh.
Which I was pretty amazed that actually my engraver could do that. So that was kind of cool. Do you think you ruined the ceremony by putting that little dog there? I'll never know.
Wait, it's a dog. Were they?
Here's an engagement ring I made for somebody, and she gave it back to me because she didn't like the stone. Which it was an opal.
You sure?
I mean, not the flashiest opal. I mean, but kind of cool looking, right?
Fuck's an opal.
An opal. It's how can you put an opal? Beautiful stones, and they look sort of like fossilized water or something. Just have all these amazing colors, and you can see through them, and they just very cool. And they usually have a little bit of fire in the middle or something. But
and did you explain that to her as she gave it back to you?
She wasn't buying it. She wasn't buying it.
It's fossilized water. Why don't you?
She's going, go to the diamond warehouse, get me something nice.
Get me a diamond. Well, wait. How did that? This will be the last.
There's more to that story.
There is a lot more to that story.
That's about a 15-year story right there.
Yeah. Well, we don't got 15 years, but maybe we got like 5 minutes. Yeah.
So. Suffice to say, we're friends.
Wait. No. Wait, Sam, put these away. We're putting the rest away. And we're talking about this opal, all right?
Oh,
we're talking about this opal. You're not getting out of this one. So, all right. So, how'd you propose?
How did I propose?
He doesn't remember. Perfect.
I probably proposed on the patio of the house we were living in.
You proposed on the patio.
I think I proposed.
Patio proposal?
As a patio proposal.
Hey, honestly, if it sounds good to say, then she should have said yes.
She did say yes. And then. But,
she said yes?
She did say yes. Yeah.
Oh, right on.
And things were great for about I don't know, a week or so. And I guess, I don't know, maybe one of her girlfriends said something. He didn't get you a diamond, or something. I don't know.
If the motherfucker's going to get you Opal, he'll never pay rent.
Yeah, so I gave her grocery money. I mean, no.
Hey, wedding proposal, grocery money.
Come on, baby.
Hey, you buy a ring at Trader Joe's.
Yeah, she started actually making these little, sort of snarky remarks about the stone itself, and one thing led to another, and police are called, But,
Yeah.
No.
Were the police called?
Well, actually, one time, yes, they were.
Yeah. What did they say to you?
Stand over there. You know.
Stand over there and let the lady talk.
Boy, God, you want to talk about a stupid argument? She asked me about this. Guys, this will be a lesson to you.
Lesson.
She asked me what I thought of the new dress that she had gotten that day, and it was
what a trap!
Yeah, ooh,
honestly, that bitch.
Quicksand.
She's just trying to get you in trouble.
Oh Jesus, man! It was like I was in a chain gang suddenly. You know? But yeah, it was a beige dress. It was just a real blah sort of a beige, you know. And she's a redheaded, fair-haired.
Ooh, a redheaded beige. Ooh.
Yeah, it just did not work. You're not an autumn, or whatever. I don't know, but.
And you're also not an ottoman, all right? Fucking beige belongs on couches and walls.
Yeah, you can cover the ottoman with that dress. I'd be happy. You know? But yeah, it just escalated, yeah, and finally the neighbors called the police.
Yeah, called the police. Well,
so,
you didn't like. She didn't like.
That's the worst. Yeah, you're trying to explain, the policeman. Well, how did it start? What's, and it's like, the dress. What do you think of the dress? You're like, I'm a man to man.
Come on, cop. What do you think? Could you pull it off?
He's like, I'm on your side. Yeah.
Was he on your side? Did he also hate the dress?
Oh, he was. Yeah, but it was a male and a female cop. So of course she's talking to
tough
her.
Business. Tough business. Honey, you look great.
Yeah,
he's a dick. He's a
then
jerk.
The two police start arguing.
Someone has to call the cops on that.
It was just kept going.
That's really funny. Well, she didn't like your Opal. You didn't like her dress.
Yeah. So we were tit for tat. I guess.
Tit for tat. Well, all right, Sam. That's a righteous story, man. I never had the cops called on me for a domestic dispute.
Really?
Yet.
Yeah.
I've been partying with a lady. Been partying. Had the girls. Had the cops called on them. Yeah, but it happens.
It does. Yeah, and it's most of the time it's okay. I say most of the time. By the 11th or 12th, it's getting old.
Honestly, actually, I think that's how the cops work. Until you get to like the 8th domestic dispute, that's when they start really worrying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just go back to bed, Mr. Simpson. Get back in the house.
Is that a quote?
Yeah, probably.
Is that a quote? Well, right on, Sam. I really enjoy these photos. You really learn a lot about you from these.
Well, I'm glad.
Yeah, right on. All right. Next painting. What did you do 10 years ago? What did you do 10 years ago? Breathe? Jesus. Dude, you're gonna die. Nice. Now, fucking over here. Come on. Fucking greedy son of a bitch.
I got so many fucking photos. One of these days, I gotta buy about like 10, photo albums. Just put everything in there. Just take about 3 days and do that.
Sounds worth it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, we can take the.
All right, now this next photo. All right, this is the next photo. Oh God, Jesus! Oh, it's heavy. What is this?
Here,
what is this?
We'll take this off. We don't need.
What is this? What is this made of? It's so fucking heavy, Sam. Jesus. God. What is it?
This is a copy of my painting on diamond plate steel.
Diamond plate steel?
Diamond plate steel that somebody had given me.
Sounds like a superhero name.
Diamond plate steel.
Diamond plate steel, here to save the day.
So, yeah, and the original is about 5x4, I think, something like that. And so I have this printed up, and I love the way he mounted it. He kind of did a floating sort of a thing to make it look like, a separate piece of metal there.
Yeah, talk a little louder.
Yeah, but came out real nice. Yeah, this is right.
Hey, talk a little louder.
Oh, sorry.
Too loud.
But
yeah, you're looking at your art and getting somber.
Yeah.
Getting real somber.
I remember this part.
Yeah, you took the price tag off, and then you just started getting sad,
It's still here. It's still here. But yeah, so rat rod, and for those of you into cars and hot rods and things like that, this is little rat rod truck, sort of little pickup truck here.
It has a little bed in the back.
Yeah. And this was really very different to paint on, just because of all the diamond plate, So things don't have, you can't just make a straight line, you kind of have to dot dash kind of a thing.
Dot dash.
Yeah, and it's what's weird about this painting is that actually it looks clearer the further away you get from it.
Yeah, well, so do you.
Yeah, my parents told me that. Yeah. So, but I was very pleased with the way this came out. Got the little Mexican blanket back here.
Yeah, you get a better view when it's on the glass. But what's this guy right here?
Yeah,
Up here, is that is that a stick shift?
Yeah, little skull.
Can you drive manual transmission?
I learned on a 3 on the tree Chevy van, 64
Right
Chevy van, yeah, in Laguna Beach, with hills and my uncle actually taught me how, and so that was like.
I'll tell you how to survive.
That was like SEAL training of driving. It was pretty tough.
Yeah, just like SEAL training. All right, you're just going down the hill, and now you're underwater. You got to jump back up.
No, it was crazy, but yeah. So yeah, I can drive a manual.
Yeah, I learned to drive on a Jeep Wrangler. I can drive stick.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I can drive stick. 23. Guy can drive stick. Yeah,
that's commendable.
Yeah, that'll be a useful talent, right? In 10
It'll
years.
come in handy someday. Yeah.
At 2075. That's when I think they're coming back.
Yeah, as we're racing away from the asteroid. You're driving the Jeep. With the kids in the back.
Well, this is pretty rad. What inspired you to do it on metal, man? I know you care about your mental health.
Well, painting on metal is kind of a thing that I don't know how many artists are doing it, but I've never seen another painting on diamond plate. I started painting on aluminum, on steel.
What about quartz?
Quartz, I don't think is a metal. No.
Really?
No.
Shit.
I haven't painted on asbestos.
Well, I mean, now with Donald Trump, you can,
Not really.
He's bringing it back.
Yeah.
Bringing it back.
Picked up a pallet at Home Depot.
Yeah, and honestly, and if you do it in watercolor, you can use lead water and paint it on the asbestos.
Yeah.
But hey, there's probably some paintings out there that lead water
that are poisonous. Yeah.
that are. Hey, speaking of poison, can I take a hit of that?
Sure.
All right.
Just don't touch it with your lips. Just try to do it from a. Yeah.
Really? All right. Well, I mean, what makes you so interested in hot rods and big cars? Where do you think that comes from?
I don't know, man. Just growing up, I grew up in the '60s, and all us little guys were pretty much into the regular stuff that little guys were into back then, which was football, baseball, and cars. And I started actually drawing cars in 5th grade, little hot rods and dragsters and things. Those were actually the first things that I sold.
Really?
And,
how old were you? How old were you?
Probably the last pieces that I sold. I think.
How old were you when you sold them?
Like 12. 11.
Right on.
12. Yeah. And I remember I sold one to a friend of mine, like this kid, blonde-headed kid named Buddy. And
wow, this really is 1960.
I tell you, Buddy.
This is 1950.
Yeah, we all had Stingrays. But Buddy bought a drawing from me, and he gave it to a girl that I liked, Sherry. Little Sherry. He gave it to her. Sherry comes up to me and she goes, "Look at the picture that Buddy drew for me." I'm like, "Really?"
What?
Yeah. Oh,
what?
yeah.
What'd you say?
I said, "No, man. I drew that,
And he bought it from
Yeah.
Yeah, lady, I can draw and I'm an entrepreneur.
Yeah, I had a budding business,
Yeah, well, budding business because of Bud. Right?
But, so that was a bit of a heartbreak. But, I always just loved cars. And
hey, did you end up ghosting Buddy? You ghost him?
I don't think we ever spoke after that. But I was wondering what happened to that sneak.
Hey, well, if he's anything like you, he's probably dead now.
But yeah, cars were and so I like drawing motorcycles and cars and all that stuff. I always say I draw stuff that I think we like. I think a lot of guys like cars and motorcycles.
Yeah,
I draw some science fiction stuff, paint some abstract things, but things that are recognizable but different in a way. Yeah, I'll put it that way.
Yeah, you know what? Real poignant, real tight. Honestly, so hot rods is part of your something inside your mind, right? Something you like. Well, I mean, we have 2 more paintings, but this next one, what's it called?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, it's the one. It's the one with the name, Sam. The one with the good name.
Let's
let's take this. This is a print. I pretended it was heavy because of the sheet metal.
I can dream, can I? Right?
You can what?
I can dream, can I?
Can you?
The one with the guy driving the girl.
Well, let's get it out.
Will you look at this motherfucker right here? Look at this guy.
Yeah, so what's this next painting called again, Sam?
This next painting is called I Can Dream, Can't I?
Can you? Well, can you still bend over? You old sappish, don't hurt your back while getting it. Can you grab it?
Hold my hand.
Hold your hand. Oh, God, it's all of his weight.
So, yeah, this is I Can Dream, Can't I?
Yeah, what a dope picture. How long did it take you to do
It
this?
needs to be in the light there. Yeah, I should a little bit better.
Well, we're gonna close up on it, man. Okay. We did it. We already closed up on it.
Okay. So yeah, this is just crazy little hot rod. This dude's driving here. He's got a champagne glass here filled with some sort of purple liquid. I don't know what that is. Yeah, who knows? And
what alcohol is purple, Sam?
I don't know. Kombucha.
Kombucha, yeah. So you're drinking kombucha in this? Right on. Right on.
Prune juice, vodka.
They have alcoholic kombucha now.
I'm sure they do.
Yeah, isn't that? Well, I mean, kombucha already had alcohol, but I saw this kombucha is like 7% or something crazy like that. You want to get drunk off some kombucha later?
So yeah, this painting here just turned into this crazy thing here, and you can see sort of like a facial expression on the car because he's kind of you see the little face. Oh,
you did Cars 2 before they did.
So because you see the ground sort of breaking away here, this guy's just spinning the tires, and he's on the edge of this cliff here and this road that goes up to who knows where. And he's got this, this bikini-clad girl here.
Is that a bikini?
That's a bikini. There.
That's a bikini.
Sure.
Why are her tits?
A polka dot bikini.
Why are they just pouring out of it, Sam?
Well, it's one of those. I mean, that's part of the hot rod imagery, I suppose.
Yeah, well, my rod's hot looking at that, I'll tell you that.
Well, then that's a good thing. I want to evoke an emotional response.
Yeah.
Or, some sort of...
my dick's not going to pay for this.
Well, take it out. We'll make an offer.
All right. K.
Just this guy having a blast and living large and... acting crazy and all that.
You ever act crazy like this, painting, Sam?
Not quite like that. No.
Yeah, not quite like that. Well, this is this car is. I'm looking at it, it's on acid or something, just melting away.
It's pretty kooky. Yeah, I wanted to get sort of a dreamlike feeling to it. That some sort of some kind of a thing you might imagine. Some crazy vision. So.
Yeah, is this what you imagine when you close your eyes, Sam? Is this what you imagine?
I guess
just some purple drink and some just knockers just pouring out of some tight ass bikini. It's
motor, gas, noise, smoke, But everything's sort of this melty sort of configurations here, So but kind of kooky,
Yeah, what do you dream about, Sam? What it's like? What do you think? What in your health, and when you're worried and your mental health is feeling bad, you know what I mean, or negative.
What do I dream about?
Yeah, what do you dream about? What do you?
Well, different things.
accurate?
I have that dream where I can't remember the combination to my locker in high school. I have that one a lot.
Still bad at math, even in your dreams.
Just late for class. Just don't have your notebook. All this kind of stuff. Where's my peachy? But that type
my
of dream.
peachy?
Peachies, yeah, peachy folders.
Your peachy folders?
You guys don't ever use those anymore?
I'm not in school.
You and your internet. But
you don't know what a folder is anymore.
But that type of anxiety sort of dream I've had quite a bit.
So nothing like this, right?
No, that wasn't that wasn't something I saw in a dream. Although I do have a painting that I had a nightmare, and I got up that morning. I was literally just really agitated, kind of.
Next episode.
Yeah, and I did the painting, and it's pretty scary.
It's pretty scary. So your dreams are anxious? You have anxious dreams?
I have anxious dreams. Yeah.
Anxious dreams.
Yeah, I have a lot of anxious dreams. I have a lot of good fun dreams, but I had a dream the other night that was like. It was like a Bruce Willis movie. It was like just buildings and fire and explosions and bad guys and stuff, and it was really strange.
And you were the hero, right?
Of course.
Really, not the damsel in distress.
Yeah.
Sure.
But that was kind of different.
I've had some movies where I've been saved by Bruce Willis. Mm-hmm. Some dreams of movies. God, I'm losing it, Sam. I'm losing it. I know where it's going. All right. So this is I don't know what I dream about, but this seems nice. This seems nice.
It looks fun.
It looks fun, especially those tits, man. God, it's such huge tits. They look, honestly, a testament to how great of an artist they are. They look, like they're jelly. They have some real.
I can paint pretty good ones.
Yeah, they look like you can grab them and squeeze them.
That's the idea. You want to bring that vision to fruition. I guess.
Yeah, if you're gonna draw tits, you better want to touch them. That's what I say.
Yeah.
All right, Sam, we're about to hit this last photo, this last one.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Okay.
You feeling it?
I'm ready.
Yeah, let's go grab it.
Let's do it.
Wait, what were you just listening to, Sam?
Had to do with one of those perverted Jewish sex pervert guys.
Another story about you, huh? All right, on. So this is the last painting. Honestly, this is one of my personal favorites in the entire shop. There's a lot of paintings hanging around here because you don't sell many, but there's a lot of paintings around here. And honestly, this is the one I really enjoyed the most. Hey, sorry, did I hurt your feelings with that?
No, not at all. I'm used to it.
Yeah, well,
I'm used to it.
Fucking sell something.
There comes to a point in your artistic life where you go, well, maybe after you're dead, maybe things will start picking up a little for you.
That's what every artist holds out for.
You have to live with that reality. You have to live, but you still have to do it anyway.
Yeah, well, that's how most artists are even known in the first place.
Yeah.
They die.
Yeah.
Hey, Sam, you're real close.
I have something to look
You're
forward
almost
to.
famous.
Thank you.
All right, it's the last painting. Let me bring it out, baby. All right. Okay, here we go. Sick. All right. Fucking wild, right? Looks awesome. Get a little closer to the camera, Sam. A little closer in. A little in.
Okay.
It's kind of blocking a little bit. All right. Okay. Wow. So you have a name for it?
I do not have a name for this. But
Perfect. This is so wild and insane. How could you even name it? You know what I mean?
Well, I suppose I could be really pretentious, and call it, experimentation in blue and orange, number 3, or something like that. Transcendental communication through the ages.
Yeah, it was my tapping into the psychosphere of the vibe of the universe, number 12.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Number 12 in a series of works that I've created. But,
this is beautiful.
No, thank you. It was a bit of a departure because I was just playing around with the brush one night and just doing these like swirly sort of movements with the brush and kind of adding a little bit here, adding a little bit there, and trying to balance all these sort of disparate elements and colors.
You think that's what this painting is about? Like balance? You're trying to balance?
Yeah, you're trying to create some sort of a harmony or pattern out of disharmony and chaos, and get something that's sort of unified. So, I had it at one point, and I decided I'm going to do something just every painting. Okay, let me backtrack a little bit. Every painting should have something that just is a little off kilter, a little something you kind of just cock your head and go, "What?"
You read that somewhere? You read that in a book?
Actually, I did. Okay.
Yeah. What's the
At
book
OCC.
OCC, really? OCC,
yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Color and design, 2D. So yeah, that's
wait, 2D? Is that the year you did it? 2AD?
2AD, yeah.
Yeah, my bad. All right.
But yeah, that's why I threw this fluorescent orange in there.
Honestly, the orange is my favorite part.
Really? Okay.
I hate the flavor orange. All right, I don't even fuck with oranges, or I like orange juice, but
you're not a knee-high guy.
Yeah, I need artificial orange, makes me want to vomit.
Right.
All right, but this honestly, it kind of looks like California to me. That looks like California.
Okay, I mean...
And that looks like a dick, but I think that's my own problem.
Well, you see, a lot of these look like little eyes to me,
No.
so you start seeing faces, like this looks like a screaming mouth, and you don't plan those things, but they just, sort of happen. That's what's fun about doing an abstract. This looks like a running sort of a figure here.
Oh, I see that. He's on, to me, he looks like he's on a bike.
Mm-hmm, okay. But, so the orange... putting that orange in there was something that I was like a little fearful of, because you go, I'm going to ruin it if I do that. But that's exactly the point where you have to move forward, because you are, a little apprehensive about making that move. But I put it on, and at least one person likes it, so that's
I'm one
cool.
so far, right?
That's cool. So I tell you what, I'm going to gift you this painting.
Really?
I'm going to gift it to you.
Really? You gonna give me it?
I'm going to give it to you.
I can't hang it inside my 1982 El Camino, Sam.
Well, I will keep it here until you get some sort of a legal abode.
Yeah.
And but I'll put your name on the back of that. Okay.
Awesome,
Since
man. I really appreciate it, because this, I don't know, to me, this is like the inside of my head. You know what I mean? It's sort of dusty in the background. I have a real dusty brain. Just you need something to shine. I put some Pine Sol on it or something. You know what I mean?
Get you,
Yeah. So it's like look, but it also looks burnt. You know what I mean? It's like you burned it, but it looks like dust, and I have all kinds of burns on my hands. Look at I have dust on my hands along with burns. You know what I mean? Burn right here, burn right here.
Wow.
And the blue, I don't know, the blue. I'm not a huge fan of blue. I don't really feel that blue sometimes. But I don't know, to me, maybe kind of, the times I do feel when I do feel blue, it's a swirl, you know what I mean?
I mean, what sort of a mood do you get from this?
Wow. What a question. What kind of mood? I feel even. Feel even. I'm finally, I'm fucked up a lot, you know what I mean? I'm fucked up a lot, and I'm all jacked up, and I look at this painting, I'm like hype. I'm a hype guy. I'm always hyped. And I look at this and I don't feel better, but I feel kind of, it brought me down. You know what I mean? It reminded me of someone else. It brought me somewhere else, and I'm combining.
So you thought of like your own sort of agitation.
And this painting is agitated, right?
There's a lot of movement.
It's an agitated painting. Yeah.
It sort of calmed you.
Yeah, it evened me out, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, when I'm sad, it looks like this. It looks like sparsed out and translucent, but spins and it moves and it does something. I'm not a sad guy usually. I can be a little bummed out.
Yeah, sure. We all
Yeah. No,
I
but I don't know. And then the orange reminds me of California, some state. This brings me home. The orange, the big colors, they bring me home.
Okay.
I don't know. I really enjoy it. I mean, this is beautiful to me.
Okay, cool.
It's mine now, right?
It's yours.
It's mine now. This, honestly, this will, I think, do great for my own mental health. All right, Sam. I think that's the last painting we're gonna go through, right?
That'll do it. Yeah.
That'll do it. We had a great time, right?
Okay, I think I enjoyed
okay.
it. I enjoyed it. Sure.
Sure.
Except for the constant barrage of insults.
What am I supposed to do? I only have so much more time to insult him before he's dead. Yeah. Just. Gotta get it in. Get it in.
There'll be a next time.
Next time. All right, Sam. Any closing words? Any shout-outs?
Hey, love you guys, and thanks for supporting the arts. Put it that way.
Oh, hey. Well, people have to watch this first for them to support it.
They will.
All right, Sam. Where's your shop located?
We're at 660 West 17th in Costa Mesa.
All right, and I'm wherever you see a 1982 El Camino. I'm in it. I swear to God, I'm in that car. All right, hey, thank you guys so much, and catch us next time.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Dope.